Going live. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. It's 9:57. So if you're live, we've got 3 minutes of just a little bit of faffing around. So if you're watching this later, then the first 3 minutes you can fast forward. All right. So how are we all? All okay? Sun's come out here now. It was miserable first thing. Thought, oh no, the summer's over. Well, it was over a while ago, wasn't it? But it was so nice, wasn't it, last week? We were really lucky. So, now, what have we got today? We have got, I've written it all down, you see. That's why I'm looking at it that way. So, we've got a bit of a warm-up. So, a normal sort of mobility warm-up, okay? So, a bit of mobility. Then I'm going to raise your pulse a bit. We're going to do things that move off side to side. And then we're going to move gently and seamlessly into some strength work. So sort of some functional strength work for thighs, bottom, and then moving into a hump and hollow on the floor. So if you don't want to come onto hands and knees, not a problem at all. You're going to do the hump and hollow, you know, where you sort of tuck under and then sort of push back. So you can do that one standing, and that works well in standing or in sitting, of course. And then we'll finish off with a bit of stretch, and then I'd like to just do one Tai Chi exercise at the end, because we did a tiny bit of Tai Chi last week. We did one Tai Chi move, so I thought I'd just expand it a bit today. All right, so how are we going to fit all that in half an hour? We will. I promise you, it's half an hour only. Start your day, start your week, or do it in between your week, whenever you do it. I think most people actually do it not at 10 o'clock on a Monday morning. So I am delighted that you can find some, that you find this and you do it when you want to do it. I think it's, and we're lucky to have YouTube. We wouldn't have done this without the pandemic. So I suppose can't thank it for much, but we can thank it for half an hour YouTube. But YouTube. Remote sessions, remote exercise sessions. All right, so what have we got? I think we've got 10 o'clock, gang, so let's begin. So let us start with our feet. So they are a good distance apart this morning, all right? So a nice almost slightly wider than your shoulders. All right, now then. Slightly take the lock off the knees. So what I mean by that is try not to kind of jam them back so they're straight. So you don't need to do that. Just sort of ease off the knees and then think about where your pelvis is, because often it sits back a bit. And what we want to do is try and encourage it to sit under. So not tuck under all the way. So, don't do a hip tuck, but just think about where it is. So it's sort of tucking under just a little bit. So you start to lengthen through the hip flexors and you squeeze your bum cheeks together. You lift up tall, bring your shoulders back and down and look forward. So that chin is level with the floor. Now then, stay here because I want you to start with a really slow, easy twist like that. Just really, really small. And then gradually you can start to make that movement a little bit bigger. So you just add a little bit more vigor to it, just a tiny bit, because remember, we're just warming up. That's it. Good. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, so that's it, just for a bit of a change there, just starting off with this. Yeah, that's it. And you'll just find that your hips just ever so gently move. Your feet are still on the floor. Yeah, good. All right. Let's do one more there. Stop there. Pop your hands onto the hips and do a small circle. All right, so small. That's it. So not how big you would normally do it. All right. So just small here one way. And then you can gradually make that a bit bigger. So just feel the difference. Gradually. That's it. Good. Yeah. So you've got a much bigger circle now. Great. Come on back into the middle here. Just reflect on where your hips are. They're underneath your shoulders and you're nice and tall. Same thing, but the other direction. So start small. As it starts small, just feel them. Be sort of aware of where those hips move to in that range of movement. And then gradually start to make it a bit bigger. So you just exaggerate the movement. You move through those hips a little bit bigger. That's it. That's great. Lovely stuff. Okay, superb. Come on back here into the middle. Stand up tall again, shoulders back and down, arms down by your side. Do small side bends. So just small range of movement here. Keep it small just to start with. That's good. And do one more. Remember, you're leaning in a straight line. All right, now then, let's gradually, just see if you can ease a little bit more into it. So gradually and slowly start to make that movement a little bit bigger. Just go how far you feel that you want to go this morning or this afternoon when you're doing this exercise. So that's it. So gradually. Yeah, good. Let's do one more time each side, right? So just one more time each side there. That's it. And the other side. Wonderful. Come back into the middle. Trunk twists now. So once again, just correct your posture or make sort of minor adjustments to it, which is lifting tall, shoulders back and down. Grab hold of those elbows and then actively take those shoulders down a bit. Twist one way. Come back to the middle. Twist the other way. Come back to the middle. And then do that movement again. So it's side to side. So keep your hips still. Keep your feet on the floor, gently and slowly looking over that shoulder. That's great. That's great. Let's do one more time each side. Difficult to make this one a bit bigger, but just see what you can do. All right. And come on back into the middle. Great. Relax those arms. Give them a bit of a wiggle out. Bring your feet in now. We're going to do a tiny bit of a pulse raise. Just tiny bit. So march through those feet. Shoulders back and down. Hold something if you need to. Do it sitting down if you need to, all right? So there's no rush into this. Just do what you feel this morning works for you because it's your workout. All right. Slow those feet down and stop. Take them about sort of shoulder width apart. And then I want you to lift your shoulders up to the ears and back down. And again, lift and lower. And do two more. Lift and lower. And one more time. Great. Now give those shoulders a roll. So we're going to take them forwards up, back and down. And feel how that shoulder roll, as you take it back, lifts the chest, drops those shoulders back and down. We're constantly thinking about lovely upright posture. Last one. Great. And then you can stop. Keep everything all wiggle out. That's good. Bring your feet into the middle and start to march. Off you go. All right. So now then, let's make this march a little bit bigger than it was when you did it before. Okay, so those elbows start to swing back, knees start to lift. Take it easy still because we're only sort of 5 minutes into it. That's it. So you don't necessarily need to go off on a gallop yet. We're not going off on a gallop at all. Of course we're not, but you know what I mean. We're not sort of heading off into this sort of huge exercise yet. All right, so let's slow it down a bit, and we're going to do heel up towards your bottom. So hold on to something, whatever you need to, if you need to, and those heels just gently come up towards your bottom. Take your time. Think about the range of movement that's happening now in those knees. It's heels up towards your bottom. Yeah, that's it, good. There's a nice sort of dynamic movement. That's it, good. Yeah, lovely. So keep holding on, whatever you need to do. Go at a speed that suits you. It doesn't need to be my speed. It can be slower. All right, so this is all about getting those ankles moving towards your bottom, working through the knee joint. All right, stop there. Have another march. Off you go and feel how those knees start to lift forwards now. That's good. All right, now I'm going to get you to move off the spot a bit. So keep marching. And all I want you to do is start to move off the spot. That's it. Don't mind where you go. That's it. Good. Now, if you feel like you're sort of happy, moving off the spot like this, start to make it a little bit, travel a bit more. Yeah, that's it. So just sort of travel a bit more. Now I'm slightly going backwards as well. That's it. Yeah, so I'm sort of slightly going backwards. See how you feel. So I want you to move off the spot, go where you can on what you feel like doing this morning. All right, so it's just trying to get yourself moving and start to go now, if you can, in different directions. So it doesn't need to be too far. Don't head off too far away from me. That's it. Yeah, so just sort of head up. That's good. Yeah. Good. So come on back into the middle now, and then make that movement a little bit bigger. All right, so start to go into this sort of bigger, that's it, slightly more intense movement now. That's it, it won't last long. That's good. All right, now I want you to tap, step side to side, sorry. So slow your feet down, and then here we go, step side to side. So go at a speed that suits you, go at a width that suits you, and then start to swing your arms across the chest. Keep them small to start with. Can you turn your palms up towards the ceiling? So you just keep those shoulders low. That's it, good. Now then, I want you to gradually make those movements a little bit bigger. Now, what I want you to think about now is taking the arms up a bit higher, if that's all right on your shoulders, and look forward and become aware of your thumbs, your fingers, and your peripheral vision. Now then, keep those arms going, and I want you to look, let's say to the left, okay? Keep looking to the left. Now, are those hands still moving up, same distance? Look towards me now. Good, good. All right, now look to the right. So off you go, looking to the right, keep looking to the right. Now, are those arms coming up just as high the other side? I don't know, I can't see mine. You have to tell me. All right, so that's it, and then look forwards again. Yes, good. Now keep those arms a bit lower now. So lower, lower, lower. Good. Great. Now go arms high again. Ready, off you go. Arms high again, arms high again. Yes, good. You can look forwards to me. Now, what I'd like you to do is look side to side, all right? So look right and left, and then look towards me. Off you go again, right to left, ready? And then look towards me. One more time, ready? Here we go. It's right and left, and look towards me. Wonderful. Arms low. Good. Come on into the middle here, and march and march. Great. Okay. Last marching here, all right? So this is it after this little section. So stay here for a count of 8. So make it a bit bigger if you can. Ready, steady. Here we go. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go small. Small, that's it. Small and small. So I want to move into some more functional strength now. That's it. So slow it down. Slow it down, slow it down. Shoulders back and down. Chest lifted again. Chin level with the floor. Grab a drink if you need one. Okay, right. Slow it down. Taps, front, side, back. Hold something if you need to. We are going front, side, back, middle. Front, side, back, middle. Let me just come to the side. I've got loads of them. Anyway, there you go. Okay, there. Now then, if you are not holding on and you've got a bit of coordination that you want to try this morning, front, side, back, clap. Front, side, back, clap. Just the toe. You know, I've just turned to the side. You don't have to. Just the toe, duh, and up. Front, side, back, side, front, side. Okay, one more time each side, and then I want you to slow it down a bit more. All right, so last one. All right, now same thing, but slower. Ready? Slower. Slower. And slower. Other side, ready? Slower. Slower. And slower. Okay, right. This time, rather than in front, take it over towards the side a bit. So it's diagonal, then front, then side, then back. Now I want you to curtsy. So you're going there. All right. In front, diagonally over. So it's there. Cross. How's that? Not always easy on the hips, I know. So just do what you can do. Do what you can do. Do what you can do. Ready to curtsy. There. All right. Here we go again. Ready? So it's diagonal, Oh, good. Forwards. Side. Back. Curtsy. Great. Again, ready? Diagonally over. There, good. Front. Yes. Side. Back. And curtsy. Right, one more time each side. Now, how's that posture doing? Lift up tall. Ready? Diagonal. Front. Yes. Side. How are those hips doing? You're coming back to the center each time. Curtsy. Don't worry if you're not going at my speed. Don't worry, don't worry. Go at a speed that suits you. Forward. Side. Back. And ready, curtsy. Last one, last one, last one. Excellent. Come on into the middle here. Give everything a wiggle. Have a drink if you need one. We're going into forward lunges. So take that support. You might find that you want to be on one side of the chair. I'm not sure. Or maybe you're turning around, so you've got it side nose next to you. All right, so it's forward lunges. So it's step forwards, and then it's step forwards on the other leg. Now, make this into a lunge. Ready? So you step forwards, you bend the knees, and then you push back. Here we go again. So you step forwards, you bend the knees, and you push back. So the tricky thing about forward lunges is it's really difficult on balance, and it's really hard on those knees, I know. So just do what you can. Step, try and get the weight so you drop down. All right, so you don't have that forward lean. So try not to forward lean because that can hurt those knees a bit. All right, so do what you can. So you step, you bend, and I want you to try and push back on that front leg. Okay, so you've got there. Now, the other thing that's difficult about forward lunges is the heel comes up at the back. So you're sort of on those toes a bit. You've got that bit of a bend there. So again, do what you can. You might find that you need to leave that heel on the floor so you have a slightly smaller bend. So just do what suits you and just try as much as you can to get that range of movement. I know it's hard on the knees. So let's make this one the last one. They are really, really good for our balance and really good for our strength. That's good. And now give them a wiggle. Give them a very well-earned wiggle. Do they need a bit of a rub, those knees, after that? All right, well done. I'll tell you what we'll do. So come up nice and tall. Have your feet so they're hip width apart. And do just a couple. Let's heel raise and toe raise, okay, before we do our squats. All right, so just do a lift up onto your toes and then rock backwards onto those heels. And now do that a few more times. So feel free to hold on and just think about that range of movement. That's it. So I know this can be hard as well, coming up onto your toes. So just do what you can there, onto the big toe joint, onto those heels. Try and think about your upper body as well. So it's up lovely and tall. That's good. Yeah, and you're just working through the functional strength of those ankles, functional strength of the shins, functional strength of those calves. That's it. That's great. Lovely stuff. Let's just do one more time. Try and again, stand tall. Keep the tummy pulled in. This is the last one. Ready, onto those heels. Beautiful. And then you can stop. Again, wiggle it out. Just sort of give yourself that break. That's it. Yeah, grab a drink if you need one. All right, now here comes squats. So we're going to try for our 10 squats, okay? So take a support if you need one. You might need one today. See how you feel. Feet are hip width apart. Now I want you to lift up tall, shoulders back and down. Do one that's a small one. All right, so you tilt the hips backwards, you bend the knees, and you put your weight in the heels, and then you stand up. All right, so 9 more to go. Ready? So we are going slowly down and a bit quicker up. And again, so I want you to go a bit slower down and a bit quicker up. All right, now we're going to do 7 more. Ready? So we're going to go 7 and extend. And 6, weight in the heels. and extend up tall, shoulders back and down, feel it, good. 5, and lift. Hold something if you need to, it doesn't matter. Think about that range of movement, lift. All right, great. 3 more to go, only 3, ready? So it's bend and extend. Extend through the knees, extend through the hips. 2 more. Down and lift. Squeeze the bum on the way up. Right, 1 more time. Ready? Down you go. And lift. Wonderful. Wiggle out here. All right. Humping and hollowing. So this one, we're really thinking about the range of movement of the spine. All right, so if you want to remain standing, have a look at this. We're tilting the hips and we're rolling the shoulders in. We're coming to a flat back, and then you're trying to tilt the hips backwards, open up the chest and lift the chin up to the ceiling and come back to the middle. If you are happy doing this onto the floor, come down onto the floor with me now. All right, so easiest way to get down, strongest leg in front. Ease yourself down, holding onto a chair or a sofa, something like that. That's it, untuck those toes and then come on down onto your hands and knees. All right, so whichever position you are in, please start with a flat back, pull in your tummy, think about where you've got a nice long neck, hands on the floor there. All right, everybody, let's go. Tilt those hips, round the shoulders, hump that back, either up towards the ceiling or out to the side, look towards those knees. Now slowly but surely come into a flat back position. Now here we go the other way. So it's hips up, chin lifted, look up, and then come back to that flat back again. So off you go again. So take your time, round those shoulders, look towards your knees, into the flat back, hips tilt up, press down on those hands, look up towards the ceiling, and back to the middle. All right, let's do 2 more. Ready? So a really big curve through the spine, pull your tummy in, into that flat back, support your back all the time. Nice, easy breathing throughout. All right, good. So here comes your last one, ready? So it's just pressing down on those hands, coming into the middle. That's good, up, that's it, up towards the ceiling. And come back into a flat back now. Now, if you've been on the floor, just give those hands a wiggle. We're now kind of coming back up to standing. All right, so take your time as you grab hold of that support again. You can take your strong leg in front. Good. Tuck your toes underneath you, using your arms as well to push yourself up. Come on up here. Well done. All right, so we're not quite finished yet. All right, so don't leave me yet. All right, so shoulders are back and down. Lovely tall back. All right, good. So take your feet so they're hip width apart. All right, lovely and tall. Give everything a bit of a wiggle again. And let's do that twist again, like you did at the beginning. Now, what I'd like you to do this time is slightly move your heel up. That's it, if you can. And slightly encourage a bigger movement. That's it, a bigger movement. So what I want you to feel now is that that back is much more flexible. You've got movement in it. The arms flow side by side. That's it. Again, much more easy. You've got that slightly bigger range of movement there with your arms. That's good. All right, lovely. Hips again then. Ready? Pop your hands back on those hips. And here we go for a big hip circle. That's good. How do those hips feel doing them a second time around? All right, good. Yes, excellent. Come on into the middle and let's go around the other way. So what I'm hoping for is that you've got a bit bigger range of movement. So everything's just a little bit more well-oiled. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, good. Come on back up into the middle here. Stand up lovely and tall. Keep your feet still. One arm, I want you to push it across the chest and then push the other one across the chest. And then just go with it. See how far you can reach. There. And there. That's good. Yes. So you're just getting the back of the shoulder moving. That's it. Getting another twist through the waist. Excellent. All right, now, similar sort of arm movement, but take it up towards the ceiling. Up towards the ceiling. That's it. And then into the corner. So you go a little bit bigger. Yeah, great. That's it. Good. So hopefully that shoulder feels all right. I mean, it may be actually that you want to still leave it going across the chest. That is fine too. See how you feel in those shoulders. Good. All right. Brilliant. Let's do one more time each side. Let's do last one. Let's stop there. Relax down. Give your shoulders another roll. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, now then, one more. Just one more. Now roll them all the way back and put your hands on the top of your bottom like that. Like that. Good. So you're here. Now, I want you to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift up tall. Don't hold your breath. Try and stretch off that chest. Think about how this is so good for our posture. The shoulders are back and down. The chest is lifted. Don't hold your breath. Think good posture. Beautiful. And relax. Excellent. All right. Let's do one more upper body stretch. So let's take hand on the shoulder. Push the elbow up. Let the hand creep down there in between your shoulder blades. Chin level with the floor. So think about that gap between your chin and the chest. And also think about where that shoulder girdle is. Can you bring the shoulders back and down? Can you lift up nice and tall? Excellent. Relax down. Good. Let's do the other side. All right. So hand here, elbow up. So let that hand just creep on down just as far as you can. Chest lifted, chin lifted. Think about a range of movement. Lengthen through the front of the body. Good. It's hard, this one, I know, because it kind of wants to make you crunch over, but see what we can do. Lifting tall, bringing the shoulders back and down, and relax down now. Good. Just an easy sort of wiggle there. All right, let's do a couple of leg stretches then. So let's start with your calf stretch. So bring your feet in, hold that support, because it feels nice to hold on to something. Press your heel down, knee bent at the front. That's it, and really press that heel down at the back. All right, good. So as you hold on to something, you don't have to think about your balance, all right, or so much. All this sort of upper body can relax a bit and really feel the stretch in your calf, because it's really, really good for our walking stride, all right? It keeps our stride length, all right? Keeps us doing nice big strides. So you take fewer strides. All right, come back into the middle and then change sides, all right? So you go toe, heel, bend into it. The stretches are so good for us. They really are. Really, really good. Really important. So just as important as all that stuff we were doing about raising the pulse and all the mobility and stuff and all the functional strength, the stretches are really, really important. And we stretch better when we're a bit warmer. All right, so that's why we do them at the end, because they're quite elasticy, our muscles are, like blue tack. So they stretch better when they're warm. So let's take one foot in front now and let's do a hamstring stretch, all right? So this is the one where you need to imagine that you're sitting down. So sit back, push the bum back like you would do in a squat, but try and keep that one leg straight so that you feel the stretch in your hamstring. Let me turn to the side again because, sorry, the camera's a bit closer today, I think. So you push your bum up and you feel that stretch in the back of the hamstring. I don't really mind what you do with the toe. I don't mind if it's lifted. If you like it like that, that's okay. Lifting it up can just be a bit painful behind the knee. So just be aware of that. Where you want to feel the stretch is here. Okay, in the big belly of the muscle there, the big bit. Up you come and then change sides, right? So you go step ahead. Doesn't need to be too far. And then you bend. That's it. So bend those hips. Try and keep up nice and tall. That's it. Yeah, and it's quite nice to hold on to something if you want to, so that, you know, you can think more about the stretch rather than, you know, holding yourself up. Is that all okay? So keep your bottom pushed back. Try and keep your back straight as well. I know there's loads to think about. And just really try and get that stretch there in the hamstring. Oh, that's good. That feels good first thing in the morning or whenever you do it. Up nice and tall. Okay, shoulders are back and down. Right. Last week, we did a really simple Tai Chi movement. We're going to do it again. We're going to add a little bit to it. So feet are shoulder width apart. That's it. So what I want you to think about, imagine that you are sitting astride a horse. So you've got to have those feet nice and wide. That's it. Now sit down onto your horse. So you've got a slight knee, a bit more of an exaggerated knee bend. So a bit more than that soft knee that I was talking about, but not saggy. All right. So you're sort of sitting on that kind of, sit on your heavenly horse. That's it. So you're there. All right. So your hips are square. All right. So we have arms down by your side, shoulders loose, and imagine that you are stroking some fur up, and then you are stroking some fur down. So you're flattening it out. All right. Now let's do that again. Ready? So you go there and there. Now then, nice and easy. You're going to bend and stand. Now you've got your hips nice and your feet nice and wide. All right, so that bum is going to go down towards the floor, and then it's going to come up. So it's a slightly different type of squat than we did before because your feet are wider. Just ease it down. Up it comes. Keep stroking that fur, and up it comes. Wonderful. Let's go again. Ready? So you're stroking the fur up, and the arms are just going to shoulder height. Down. Breathing. However you want to do it. However feels sort of comfy for you, really. That's it. And you are stroking up. Now, it may be that you're going at a different speed to me. That's fine. All right, let's just do one more. And as you bend, you're stroking up and you're stroking down and you stand. So feel that's it. Good. Yeah, great. Stop there. Give those hands a bit of a wiggle out. All right, we've got time for one more. So we'll just start this one where you come up in front, out to the side and back to your hip. So this arm is going to come up to the front, out to the side, and back to the hip. So you come up in front, out to the side, back to your hip. Up in front, out to the side, back to your hip. Now, if you want to imagine something, your hand is a mirror. You're looking at it, and then it comes back to the hip. So you come, your hand is a mirror, you look in that mirror, you look out to the side, and then you put the mirror back on your lap. Now, keep going with this movement, soften it out. And I don't know if you can feel what's happening in your torso. You are twisting, and you're coming back to the front. So you just got that small, easy, functional twist. Here. Yeah, good. All right. Let's just do one more time each side. All right. So we go up, out, and down. One more. Go up, out, and down. Lovely. Bit of Tai Chi to finish. Why not? I'll do another one like that next week. All right. It's not going to be any more than that. So you're not going to be tuning into Tai Chi. I'm not a Tai Chi teacher. All right. But just that little bit is really good for us. And Tai Chi is meant to be really good for preventing falls. So that's why we're doing it. All right, everybody, have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me. I really, really appreciate your support, and I really hope these remain useful for us. All right, see you next time. Bye. I'm coming to the camera now, so if you haven't if you haven't switched off, now might be a good time to do it. Cheerio, gang. Bye. Thanks for coming. Thank you.